There we go. I was gonna say, would you be okay with just turning on Twitch, or is you okay with just turning on Twitch? Because yesterday I was just checking to see if that worked.
Yeah, give me a second. I can hear the game.
Can you hear you or I?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Both coming in loud and clear, no echoes. All that good shit, man. Finally.
In the year 2000X, a super robot named Megaman was created. Dr. Light created Megaman to stop the evil desires of Dr. Wowie.
Wowie.
However, after his defeat, Dr. Wily created 8 of his own robots to counter Megaman.
Man moved up. He actually started making his own shit.
Yeah, by the way, there is a funny thing. First of all. Awesome music. And yes, I'm doing this on difficult because otherwise this game would be done in like under an hour. Let's go with Airman.
Airman. The greatest of them all.
By the way, if I recall correctly, there is like this kind of like song that says like, I cannot defeat Airman for some reason.
Song that says you can't beat him.
Yeah, it's saying like, there's like this Japanese song that was playing that's saying like, for some reason, like they could never beat Airman. Nope. The timing for those horns. I have to deal with the timing when it comes to those horns. Ah, hi, Air Boy.
So there's Airman and Airboy.
Ugh. And that, my friend, is the problem when it comes to my recording in this style, because the audio that I'm hearing is delayed by a second. I'll take that extra life. Yeah, I made it.
I never doubted. Of course, I doubted you. I can't lie. I doubted you so hard. In fact, you owe me money. I've placed such a high bet that you've lose.
There we go. There goes Airman. Get equipped with air shooter.
That sounds like the most useless weapon in the game.
It's actually not. There is a weapon that in this game I think is more useless. You get item 2. Get equipped with item 2.
Megaman finally remembering he has pockets.
Yeah.
Yellow.
Hey there.
Hey, Kit.
How's it going?
Fine.
It be going, my guy. It be going.
It does tend to do that.
Yep. Whether you'd like it to or not.
But hey, the creepy soul-piercing body fox head couldn't miss Mega Man 2 of all things.
Exactly.
So,
Glowing
would you start
eyes
with...
gotta witness this.
I started with
would you start
Airman.
with
I started with
I always
Airman.
start with Airman. I always start with Airman. Well, almost always. What a coincidence.
Mostly for a very good reason. Item 2.
Item 2 is good.
We all be sharing.
always thought- I always thought you could jump through the chains. And the fact that you can't is silly. So this is one of the first retro games I actually ever played with my nephew.
Really?
Yeah, he ended up being a really big Mega Man fan and enjoying the classics. But he actually had like little nicknames for all the enemies before he knew their official names.
What was the nickname?
Well, that one, for example, I think was Wheeljack, which is kind of funny, like the Transformer.
Now I'm wishing Kit was here. No, sorry, wishing CC was here.
Yeah, he'd appreciate that for sure.
I was about to say, you're in luck, man, because if you look above you.
Say, I mean, I knew we were not exactly in sync with the video, but
Damn, man, that's a delay. That ain't just a delay, man. He's in a whole nother time. He's in a whole nother timeline.
those guys were just wiggles.
Yeah.
Kids are funny.
There we are.
Magic skateboard your way out.
It was the 90s. If you didn't have a magic skateboard, your game wasn't considered cool.
Now it's time
Mega Man 3 lets his dog turn into a skateboard, so gets even more 90s.
Yep.
Especially in the Ruby Spears cartoon.
I actually unironically like that show. Like, it's goofy, but it's fun goofy.
The
Okay,
only
yeah.
episode I remember from that is the one where they turn everyone to lions.
We all watched that on Rick Griffin's server one night.
Really?
Yeah. Boxer and Zero enjoy hearing us all in pain.
I can only imagine.
There we go. And in case you're wondering, yes, I'm playing on difficult mode.
Oh, that's good. Easy mode they made a little too easy.
Yeah, also known as Metal Blades kill everything in one hit.
Definitely the MVP weapon of that game.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, right, I remember now what weapon, who was weak to Airman.
Yeah.
It's
I
Clash
love
Man.
this guy's theme.
Hey, look, it's
I love
Clash
this guy's
Man.
level. Gotta love the Japanese typos.
I think it actually was supposed to be Clash Man instead of Crash Man.
Aiden's the real Crash Man. Taking a nap whenever it happens.
Hey, man, I gotta take a nap whenever I can sometimes. On stream, on busy intersections, while I drive.
You're not a Utah driver by any chance, because that would explain a lot.
No, it's worse, it's Oklahoma.
Oof.
Every time you get into your car, you understand that you're taking your own life into your hands.
Well, that's every driver. Regardless of whether or not, how good you consider yourself to be.
Yeah, that's why it took me a long time to get my driver's license. I was actually super nervous about it, because I'm like, hey, anytime I get behind this, I could totally kill somebody.
Yeah, similar thing, that's why I have my bike. If honestly given the opportunity, I'd rather get an e-bike or a scooter, you know?
Honestly, it took me 2 tries to get my driver's license. Not because I was nervous, though I was, but for different reasons. It's because I fucked up the written test so hard.
I actually had an interesting, when I did my final test. Oh, hey, Dan's here. Hey, Dan.
Oh fuck, hey Dan.
So I had an interesting driver's test experience. I actually did not do very well. I think I was kind of on the line, close to failing. But then a dog ran out into the road, and I reacted in time, and handled it really well. And I think I got bonus points, like, just or impress the instructor on some level, because she's like, wow, you handled that well. So I just kind of game genied my way into a driver's license.
The instructor pulls out a walkie-talkie and says, "Good job, Agent Bark. You passed. It's all part of the test."
Dan says he's 32 years old and still has a permit because it seems like a freaking gamble. Yeah, no, for sure. It's an interesting experience.
It is.
Problem is, in so many cities, like, there's just not a lot of great public transit options. I hate this part of this level.
I can't rely on public transit, so it's either get a license or starve. In that order.
I hate this part of this level.
Trying to jump to the other ladder.
Oh, so my nephew just called those guys Borbs. I mean, not too creative, but it works.
Borbs.
Borbs.
Borb.
It's Borbin time.
Man, I
Pretty
love
nice
that
to-
movie. I love that scene in Borb where that guy says it's Borbing time and Borb all over that guy.
It was definitely the best part of the Borbining.
Yep.
Oh, and my nephew called those guys Helicopter Joe. Why Joe? The world will never know.
Because did he already know about the other guys named Sniper Joe?
Oh, actually, that might have been it. That might have actually been it.
One day I aspire to be John Borb.
Now, Crashman is ridiculously weak to this weapon.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And this
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Borb.
Oh, by the way, this is difficult mode, by the way.
Yeah, Crashman just paper thin.
Crash Bomber.
Crash Man, more like Crash and Burn Man. Got
Crashman's
it.
weapon is actually a little tricky to use.
Yeah, because it's on a timer. And it's absolutely necessary to deal with one of the Wily bosses.
Oh, that's my biggest gripe with Mega Man 2. Right there is the booby trap room.
Oh no, brown cow!
Megaman took the pink juice. Man got that pink drink.
This level has the most chill theme in this game.
By the way, have any of you ever read the Mega Man Archie comics?
I have not, but I've heard.
Oh
of
yeah, they were good. It was actually one of the better series. Like, it was better than Sonic, even in my opinion. Even though that's like furry heresy.
You're gonna be burned on the stake tonight. I hope you know that, kid.
The boar enthusiasts will be happy. So, you know, gotta always have some transgressors.
But anyway, one thing that I really like what they did with Mega Man 2 was that all of the robots that you fought, anytime that Mega Man would get their weapon, it turns out that there's like a small amount of a kind of reprogramming that Dr. Wily put in each of the
Yeah, because he knew Mega Man was gonna copy weapons, and so he put like malicious code in them. that just sort of slowly corrupted Mega. Oh, Dan says, man, it was so nose deep in the Sonic Archie comics I never noticed. Yeah, the Mega Man series was shorter lived than it should have been. It was really, really good.
I know they did, when Archie still had the rights for the comic, Sonic comics, they did a crossover event that was supposed to...
They did two.
They
did.
Fun to see.
They did one that was just... They did one that was just Mega Man, and then there was another that did almost all the properties that Capcom owned.
Damn.
They actually like bring Sigma into it as the big bad in the second one.
Sega Man?
Sigma.
Sigma,
Oh.
correct.
I thought you said Sega Man, and I was like, who the fuck is Sega Man?
He's like, oh, you thought you were rid of me in the 90s. I'll show you.
Bro, Dan says, bro, that's cool. I will be forever mad at Ken Penders for ruining virtually everything related to Archie comic. Yeah,
No, I hear that, man, for sure.
good old Kenny P. Just absolute
Ken Pen-
wild show.
Pissing on everyone's dreams.
Dude's name is a swear word.
Yeah.
Yep.
Part of me wishes that I actually was able to make a connection with Stoker, because Stoker would be talking about Ken Penders for hours.
So, I went to Texas Furry Fiesta this year, back in March, and there was actually a panel. It was a very short panel, because unfortunately she couldn't get enough time. But, basically she just went over all, like, the major kind of fucky shit that King Penders did, in the Archie comics throughout his run with it.
Oh, did you know he also fucked up a potential movie based on the Sonic Saturday AM series to give it like a proper season 3?
Yeah, I've heard of. Yeah, I've read the story up on that. They were ready to go with it, but then Ken Penders just told them, "Nope, it's my stuff. I'm doing it on my own."
Yep.
Dan says
like
it's why I wrote it. Dan said it's why I wrote him as a referential character in a tabletop game. He's in a coma, and my character is squatting in his abandoned house. But yeah, they had the pitch ready to go. Ben Hurst had it drawn up, and Penders got in between him and Sega and just screwed the whole thing up.
Yeah. After lying to Hurst and saying, "Oh yeah, I can smooth this out with them."
Yeah. And then
Well,
the
to
whole
be-
copyright thing. Like, that is a saga.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, and well, to be fair to nobody, Sega really should have had a tighter rein on everything that was going on at Sega in the with the Archie comic stuff.
I mean, that's fair. It went off the rails fairly regularly.
And now Sega, and because of that, Sega is now highly restrictive on what Mega Man does. Oh, and by the way, I made this guy disappear.
Sega doesn't know Mega Man.
Not Sega, freaking.
Pocus Pocus. Now you've gone.
Yeah, it's called the screen wipe.
Oh, yes, the appearing, disappearing tiles. Everyone's favorite part of every Mega Man game.
Mega Man's greatest power, being able to make people disappear and reappear when he enters a room.
Yeah, I don't
Dan
get that
says-
either, Dan.
And he still has fans that crusade for him. They link him anyone's treats criticizing Dan's antics. Those could be hard fans, or they could just be trolls that really just love watching Ken just purge out.
Because Ken does do that fairly regularly.
Yep. And he always acts so smug, acting like, oh, I might do them, I don't know, I'll have to find time in my schedule.
If he had,
Even though,
I'll have to find time from drawing the creepiest anthro, alien, totally not echidnas ever.
totally
Yeah.
not akin to, even though one of them is literally just how he drew Knuckles in the Mobius 25 years later series.
Dan said it's like a Chris Chan bad White Knights.
I was gonna say.
To be fair, Chris Chan had White Knights. He had several White Knights. He had like 2 entire organizations that called themselves White Knights.
I would not touch that whole thing with like a 10-foot pole for years. I wanted nothing to do with that one.
I'm regrettably very much
Dang it.
into not interacting with them at all, but like watching documentaries and recaps on Old Cow.
I mean, there is the whole car crash effect where sometimes it is just so astonishingly weird that it's hard not to look at it.
Yeah, it's very much so. Every one of them is just this massive train wreck that you cannot look away from. Great.
Oh, you know, the other interesting thing about Pender's whole copyright thing, he basically took a lot of ownership of the entire Knuckles solo series.
Yep. He has the copyright for, I think, almost 100 characters after that.
Yeah, and so when he ran off with that and Archie had to, like, nuke their own cannon, they actually had to invent something called the Super Genesis Wave, which was like a super weapon that Eggman and Wily built.
Yep.
To actually explain why they were, like, rewriting history and, like, just atomizing so many characters.
Reduce to atoms. Just Thanos snap everyone. Dan says the game's your way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically what that was.
The crossovers were kind of fun, though. Like it was a decent excuse to do it. Like, Wily and Eggman were actually kind of a fun team-up.
They're basically the same person, just one of them's fatter.
I mean, they're both driven by spite and, like, the need to one-up somebody.
Yeah. Literally driven by ego.
But they did a lot of really interesting fusion things. Like, they had a creature called the Chaos Devil, and it was Chaos from Sonic Adventure, but the Yellow Devil, kind of.
And then there's their greatest creation of all time, Tails Man.
Oh god, Tails Man.
Actual helicopter on his ass.
No, yeah, I think he actually had. I think he had like a rocket. I think he had like a jet. I think he had like a jetpack.
Okay, I was trying. Maybe I just really wanted it to be a helicopter. It's a helicopter in my heart. Yeah, Dan, Tails Man. They roboticize some of the characters and put them into Robot Master templates.
Yeah. You want to know what was also a great team up? Shadow Man and Shadow Man.
Shadow Man and Shadow Man.
Yep.
They made 2.
No, one of them was Shadow Man from Mega Man 3, and one of them was a roboticized Shadow.
Which kind of weirded me out. Like, how in the flying heck could they have captured Shadow the Hedgehog to roboticize him? He's the friggin' ultimate life form.
He's the ultimate life form, but he's not infallible.
He's a world ode at the wrong time. Zigged when he should have zagged, and zagged when he should have zigged.
I mean, for all the shit that Sonic 2006 gets, my favorite thing about it is the Team Dark story and how it kind of explored the relation between Shadow, Rouge, and Omega. It unironically actually kind of moved me a bit when they go to the future, realize Shadow's eventually going to be blamed for kind of everything wrong in the world, gets captured, all that. And knowing all that, Rouge and Omega are still like, yeah, we got you back now. Fuck them.
They're a good crew, actually.
They actually are. I hate kind of the flanderization that goes on where Shadow is just made to be, I don't care about anyone, even the people who literally will ride or die with me.
Yeah, the IDW comics actually get them really well. they have Shadow a little more nuanced. And you can tell that Rouge kind of has a thing for him, maybe casually or maybe just like camaraderie, but they leave that kind of blurry.
They have
Omega
to.
is the best.
Yeah, they kind of have to, but I like the idea that if she does have anything for him, it would be casual, and for the most part, it would just be camaraderie, and not she really wants that hedgehog dick.
I mean, I'm not sure she's into guys that are that fast.
I mean, considering how she dressed, I think her type is any guy with enough money.
No, not money,
I
jewels.
thought you were gonna just stop at any guy.
I mean, she has some standards. She's a treasure hunter, after all. I mean, I'm pretty sure if Knuckles didn't have the Master Emerald, she would not give him a second glance.
Yeah, that was an interesting relationship. That was actually probably what I enjoyed the most in Sonic Adventure 2.
Dan says, look, sometimes a girl got a crush on the bad guy. My sister crushed hard on Sasuke Uchiha when Naruto first began.
Ah, jeez. Why? Just why?
Wow, okay, no accounting for taste, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I know, we all had regrettable crushes when we were kids, but there's regrettable and then there's I gotta purge this from history.
No, I mean, like, sometimes you gotta learn stuff about yourself. I really, really liked Zoisite from Sailor Moon, but in the American show, they didn't want to, like, get into Zoisite being gay, so they had a female voice actor. And, like, at one point, I had a friend who's like, you know that's a guy, right? And I remember thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm actually okay with this.
Didn't they also in Sailor Moon change two of the sailors to be cousins when in the Japanese they were
gay?
Lesbians?
Yep. Nope, we can blow monsters up and cut things in half, but God forbid we have the gay.
God forbid we don't make this series even worse by implying two of the characters are kissing cousins.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I have some cousins and we are not that close.
Yeah, no. I haven't spoken to half of my cousins, man. I'm nowhere near as close as that show wanted those two to be.
Woo! Cardboard Box Man! You can do it!
No, yeah. I got hit by Matchstick. Like, I got hit by frickin'...
the Zippo from Hell got you, huh?
Yeah. Oh, holy cow, I got hit by frickin' Yamaki's finger toy.
Oh, God.
Anyone remember Digimon Tamers?
Yeah.
Yamaki is the name of the...
Yeah.
Yamaki was the name of the government service agent that looks a little too much like TK. Like, I always thought that Yamaki looked like an alternate universe TK.
He may very well have been TK. We'll never know.
So I was actually talking about Tamers with Collector K9 the other day. Mm-hmm. And, like, we were going through, we forgot, like, we both had kind of forgotten, like, how dark that series ended up getting for that season.
Oh, yeah. Tamers is my favorite, largely because of Renamon. I share that with Kit. I'm very shameless about that.
Yeah.
But that series was not afraid to get a little fucked up.
Yeah, straight up, hashtag shameless gang. But yeah, they very much went into freaking extremely dark territory. So dark, in fact, that they completely screwed up the ending. Because, if you were aware, the Japanese version, he was talking about, Henry's dad was talking about how saying you don't have. Sorry for the choice that I made. Don't like saying like you don't have. It's like you don't have to forgive. You don't have to forgive me for this, and Henry shaking his head was like him shaking his head, telling him to like be quiet because I've already forgiven you. But in the English version, though, he said Henry's dad was talking about, oh, everything will be better, trust us. But then Henry shakes his head, no.
Just totally nuking the emotional intensity.
No, it makes it darker.
About the situation that no one else did.
No, it makes it darker. It makes that. Yeah, Henry shakes his head no because the way that it comes across like Henry will never forgive his dad for this.
Oh, I see what you mean. I thought, yeah, okay, I misunderstood. Yeah, that is worse.
Yeah, like they would never forgive them for killing their Digimon because they activated a AI regression program, and it would have to defeat D Reaper.
I mean, to be fair, if I had a Digimon, especially Renamon, and my dad wrote a code that effectively killed them to stop an enemy, I probably wouldn't forgive him either.
Killing Renamon is a crime of the highest order.
Yeah, that can't be forgiven.
Like, she's Apex furry waifu for a reason. Like, I always tell people, if you like Renamon art or whatever, owe it to yourself to watch Tamers, because the way they animate her is amazing. The way she fights.
Yeah, no, she's great. It was like one of my favorite, I think that was actually one of my first crushes was Renamon, which doomed me to be a furry.
I've been a furry longer than I knew there was like a name for it, or that there were like other people into it. Kind of clued into that very, very young. I think Sally Acorn was who did it for me initially.
Yeah, I saw the character sheets of pictures for Sally Acorn in high school, and I was like, yep, that's it.
So
Dan says, Sally Acorn Club Unite.
So my first ever exposure to furries was actually the infamous CSI episode.
Oh no.
Yep, that was my first ever exposure to furries. So for years I was a anti-furry, actually.
I mean, if that's what you were going on, I don't blame you.
And then I got older. I made some regrettable decisions. Like, for a brief period of my life, I was in the brownie fandom. And I figured, well, I'm already degenerate. Might as well go further.
Yeah, penny in for penny in for pound.
Yep. In for a penny, in for a pound.
I think my first exposure was not like IRL. So like when I was really young, AOL was the predominant internet provider.
Yeah.
And it actually had some chat room that kind of eased me into the whole thing.
I was too young to use chat rooms, but I remember AOL.
Oh, I was too young too, but my parents were entirely inadequate at supervising me. They were not tech aware at all.
My parents literally just said, here's a Star Wars game and the North Vector game. These are all you're allowed to play on. This is all you're allowed to do on the computer.
Oh, what? You weren't allowed to play Doom?
I don't think we had Doom. And I was too tech illiterate to find Doom and download it.
I definitely didn't pirate a lot of stuff.
Yeah, definitely didn't do it.
Funny story, my dad actually, even though he was not super tech literate, he actually did play video games periodically. So he's a doctor, and it turns out that around that time, all of the local hospitals, they had like networked so they could play Doom 2 death matches.
Nice. Oh, speaking of Doom and death matches, I really want to get the book Masters of Doom because it's apparently really well researched on like the whole id Software situation after they made Doom and going forward. So, John Romero, pretty famous at the time. He still technically is. He was one of the developers of Doom, and another co-developer, John Carmack. The two of them would clash because they just had very different views on game design. Romero is more creative and design-centric, while Carmack is a lot more tech-centric. And when they work together, they can make really good shit because you just have this really creative mind working with a very technically minded mind. But it also created a situation where they clashed a lot. And one of the ways they clashed a lot was John Romero was actually notorious for not doing a lot of his work while in the office. He spent all of his time deathmatching to the point where he's considered like the grandfather of trash talking in deathmatches. He almost invented the concept. And it got so bad that John Carmack, the fucking mad genius that he is, actually wrote code and put it on Romero's computer that would log how long he actually worked versus how long he played death matches. And of course the results were terrible for Romero. He spent like no time at all working. This coupled with other stresses caused Carmack to literally take a sledgehammer to the walls of the id office, creating this open-air office where he could just keep an eye on everyone, including Romero. I think literally they said, yeah, we came back to the office one day and all the walls were broken down and the whole office was covered in sheetrock. And we just worked in that for a while Carmack was glaring at all of us from across the room.
They were a dream team though for a while. Like they filled the gaps in each other's personalities incredibly well.
They did, and then it just kind of all fell apart.
So, I don't know if you guys, remember, but there's a secret room in Doom where you can see Romero's decapitated head.
Yeah, Doom 2, the Icon of Sin. If you click through the Icon of Sin wall, you'll see that you're actually damaging the severed head of John Romero as opposed to just the exposed brain. I kind of wish they put something like that in Doom Eternal, but I also get why they can't.
Man, Woodman's being a dick.
I guess you can say he's got some morning wood.
Metal Blade works pretty well on him if you have to switch to it. It's not quite as good as the fire. Not quite as good as fire, like fully charged, but it works.
Yeah. By the way, I did have fun with a certain other weapon that did a charge-up effect, but we can see that in Megaman 4. Get equipped
Megaman 4
with.
is actually my favorite of the classic.
I feel like Capcom was alluding to something when they said Sawblaze was good against a guy called Woodman.
Well, yeah, he's a robot made of wood. It's made of wood!
They could have made it worse. Like they could have put Woodman and Hardman in the same game.
Yeah, exactly. Could have had them team up.
Yeah, there's one thing that I do remember is... Ah, whoops, dang it.
What is it?
That's the worst. This is the worst. Like I hate this weapon so much.
What is it,
Kitty.
I'm not a fan of this stage.
Oh, but doesn't everybody love ice physics and really, really questionable enemy placement?
I know I do.
Megaman is the only series that I actually like the water levels better than the regular ones, because you can jump the way you can.
Plus, with Mega Man being a robot, he doesn't need to worry about breathing.
Yeah, you just walk past.
Yeah.
You can just walk past like 50 drowned Sonic and Tails corpses.
Yep.
Casually.
Exactly.
Oh man, so I was driving the other day, and I'd had a fairly tense day at work, and traffic was really bad. I had kind of a fairly close call when someone was backing out, and so I was just really on edge, and was trying to play some music, and it was just like the universe was taunting me. I got There's a Light That Never Goes Out from the Smiths, about dying in a car crash. And I got Burned Rubber. And then I'm like, I can't take it anymore, and I hit next on random, and it's the Sonic drowning theme from Mania.
Wow.
I'm just like, no, I give up.
Just like, I give up, universe. That's it. You win. You fucking win. I'd say Jesus take the wheel, but I'm too afraid that shit's gonna start playing.
I don't even have that on my playlist, and it comes out, and I just wouldn't even be surprised.
God's trying to tell you something, and you don't like it.
Okay, so I have really struggled to beat him with this weapon sometimes. So you have to like catch him in the blast to do the best damage.
Or just use freaking metal blades.
Always the sensible plan B.
Yeah.
I always thought Flashman should have popped in with a trench coat before you fight him.
If there's one thing that I love about freaking Flashman in the comics, is that he is completely obsessed with the fact that he's bald. He's saying like, "You have her, I'll kill you."
Actually, in the Archie series, they did a really good job giving all the Robot Masters personalities.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now time for freaking Quick Man.
Ooh, that's a blast. I also love that they explained that the reason Crashman is so pissed off all the time is because he doesn't have hands.
Where are my hands?
I was gonna say the funny thing is that they actually did give. Oh, that's very nice.
They know this level is bad. They're cutting you a break.
Yeah.
I love this music though.
Yeah, you want to know what's a very bad stage of this style? Frickin' in Mega Man Network Transmission, they did this exact same thing, but in a bank.
No.
Alright, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
Time to be quick.
Since Volley's not here, I knew he would make that joke.
Ooh, jeez, I saved by the iframes.
From fucking Payday. Good game. If we ever get the chance, I'd love to play that again.
Yeah, I've never played it. So
So you know Left 4 Dead?
yeah,
That, but bank robbery.
yeah, you know that does sound pretty fun.
It's a little bit more intricate. Like you have
Dang it.
classes and builds, and there's a fuck ton of mechanics the game doesn't explain, like the dodge mechanic and shit like that.
Just gotta kind of vibe it out, huh?
Yeah, you just kind of vibe it out. You kind of have to pay attention to what happens in the game. Also, look up a fuck ton of videos on how everything works, that kind of shit. But otherwise, really fun game.
It sounds like it would be good for. Sounds like it'd be good for multiplayer.
It is. Roy and I play a bunch.
Dan said, also Ethan and Hilla from H3H3. Who knew how well that would age?
Oh yeah. So they were in financial problems, and the developers kind of felt bad for them and said, you know what, we'll help you out. We'll put you two in the game as playable characters, and anyone who buys the DLC, all the money will go to you. Which was a nice thing to do, and then Ethan and Hilla Klein started revealing their true colors later in life. So, age like
Although
Nelson
Yeah, although I gotta admit, Ethan's been on an interesting kick lately. He recently debated Just Curly Things and Ollie London and just blew them the fuck up.
By the way, I'm doing a dance right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you really want like 2 tries. That's really good.
little break, little bust in the move. But I've never heard of those two that we debated. What's their deal?
So Ollie London is a guy who wanted to be like a Korean like K-pop star and had a lot of plastic surgery and like was talking about being like trans Korean. But then years later he got on this arc of he's now like big anti-trans at all. Like he's doing the Fox News media tour. So Ethan Klein just did a pretty good job humiliating the hell out of him. And then Just Curly Things is just like internet cancer. Like you're better off not knowing.
Look at that! Frickin' Quickman has a frickin' shield he puts up to deflect the metal blades.
Quickman, most Chad robot master of this game, no doubt.
Look, I'll frickin' show you. Look at this. Look at that.
That's funny.
There.
Not using your favorite weapon this time.
Yeah, he goes. He freaking like has a shield. I'm like I never knew the original Quickman had that. I knew that freaking. I knew the Quickman in Mega Man Battle Network had that, but not the original.
I just like that they went to the trouble not only to make it deflect, but to actually have
An animation.
An animation for it. Oh, best sound effect ever.
Second only to the Mega Buster charge.
Yeah, I can't hear the Mega Man 4 soundtrack without, like, subconsciously adding the Mega Buster charging sometimes.
Yeah. Time to fight Dr. Wowie.
Oh, and the best, one of the most legendary songs in any game soundtrack. Zero's just vibing it for a while. This level just loading you up with orbs.
Orbs everywhere.
Yeah, the Wily stages are probably my biggest gripe in this game, because there's a bunch of them where if you run out of certain weapon energy, you just SOL and have to go farm.
Especially unless you're even under a situation where you can't farm and then you're completely screwed.
Yeah, when it comes to the Boo Beam Trap, if I mess it up, I am 100% okay using save states, because otherwise the game just stops.
That.
I'm gonna mute for a while, I don't want you guys having to hear me snack.
Alrighty. Holy shit. Like you want to kill
Yeah, when are you gonna give me kibbles and bits? Wait, what? That's the...
They're in your bowl. And it's too early for you to have the wet food. And if you want attention, I'm giving you attention.
Trying to get as close to the edge of the ladder as possible without falling. Dang it. Dang it. There we go. Cheez-Its. It's time for the big Durgan.
The big Durgan.
Ah.
Don't hit me with your tail. It's rude. And your tail. got item F. This whole thing. Oh god. So he doesn't love you. Ain't that how it goes?
Dang it!
You gonna go full dark side Phil? Here in a sec. The controller dropped my input. This game is bugged.
If there are legitimate criticisms for that situation happening, then I will state those. But that time, I made the mistake because I didn't do full jumps when I really should have. That situation with the dragon there was legitimately my fault.
Oh, that was good. Being an adult is being able to have Cinnamon Toast Crunch at 3 in the afternoon for no reason.
I'm out of item 1.
I feel that, man. I just had some Honey Nut Cheerios for lunch.
If I have to, I fall back on the excuse that I have an absurdly sensitive stomach and just have to stick with what works. But that's an excuse in this case.
My excuse was just I was lazy. I was hungry. And that was what was in the pantry. Gotta love being an adult. I don't need an excuse.
That's right.
And what sucks now is that I actually have to grind up item 1.
Yeah, the Wily stages are kind of brutal.
I guess you can say they're a little wily. Hey.
Maybe they could be a little more Wily Coyote and the bosses could kill themselves. Give them a hand.
True.
But yeah, no, like, it's breakfast cereal is just good. Just nice to have on hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happily, there were a bunch of boxed breakfast cereals that I got today that were 99 cents each.
Oh, fuck yeah, man.
That's a good deal, yeah.
I think it was like rice checks, corn checks, and also I think there was also like Special K chocolate almond.
Not a bad variety.
Yeah. Man's
I
living high.
I stockpiled the stuff since I got food stamps today.
I think everyone should take my advice on living high class. I'm the epitome of class. I only had to have someone remind me that I wasn't wearing pants like once, maybe twice this week.
Yeah, the problem is though, it's gonna reach a point where I might as well just hit freaking it's gonna reach a point where I might as well just freaking restart. Or
You could use the rewind thing.
Yeah, but the problem is though, rewind only goes so far.
Ah.
You can't life is strange out of this one.
that game that was all about like time physics. It was like an indie game. It was like kind of artsy, big on the Xbox arcade. What's that?
Quantum something?
Maybe. I can't quite remember.
For Braid.
Braid, yes. Yes, Braid. That game was one of the more interesting time manipulation games. At least they give you plenty of pool noodles to farm energy for.
Gotta love the pool noodle.
There we go. I got it. Happily, you can actually just reach low enough to shoot the Sniper Joe in the toe.
Just Achilles your way up those ladders.
Pretty much, yeah.
It sounds like CC will be joining us relatively soon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm just hoping I don't take the rest of the time I have today just going through this stage, because this is ridiculous.
Yeah, Mega Man 2 is a legend, like, for some good reasons. Like, it is a good game, but, like, design-wise, it did have some seriously just mean and questionable decisions.
Yeah.
What's your favorite of the classic?
My favorites of the classic would actually be probably... Actually, I think probably 6, honestly. Because I really love the frickin' Rush armor transformations.
Those were pretty cool. I like the whole world tour theme with that one.
Yeah, Yeah, the three of us were... me, Vully, and Aiden were talking about that.
I think my favorite's 4. I think it's just got really good design levels,
Ah, dang
really
it!
good music. All the weapons, all the weapons are useful, more or less. There aren't any, like, complete duds.
Yeah, there are a lot of people, when it comes to like Mega Man in general, they really like the idea of having like some of the weapons having utility outside of fighting against enemies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they need to have a reason to exist outside of just being a boss weakness.
Yeah, I like when they do level designs that really reward you for breaking out different weapons.
Yellow.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Hey.
Hey, CC.
Bien. Tranquilo.
How are you?
Good.
You're speaking
Got
some
it.
weird tone that I do not understand.
I don't know Spanish. I know, like, fake order stuff at a taco restaurant Spanish.
I remember none. All I remember is hola como esta, which is hello, how are you? That's all I know how to say.
Oh, I know. The useful one for traveling. Soy un hombre, no bésame.
There. Freaking.
I don't know what that means.
It means I'm a man, do not kiss me.
I mean, from you, Kit, I don't think that's pretty useful.
No, I learned it secondhand when I was traveling with someone.
Oh.
Funny.
He was just screaming at the top of his lungs all the time. I don't really get it.
Well, not everyone is a living boy kisser meme. I love those big old, like, data wheels, like from those old computers.
Those are interesting.
So how you been, CC?
I've been okay. Just okay.
The exacerbated sigh really feels that.
Yeah. Work sucks.
Completely understandable, yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I definitely don't blame you for popping in a little sleepy and worn out.
Mhm.
I've got a bit of a stomach ache, but it's calmed down significantly from this morning, so, you know, I'll take it. And I'm watching one of my favorite games. And I'm not the one having to suffer through the Wily levels personally.
If you ever need
Mega
to
Man
relax,
2 is actually
just
the
watch
game,
the-
the Mega Man game I have made it the farthest in. Never beat it, but it's the Mega Man game I have made it the furthest in.
I think it's probably the most popular one in public consciousness.
Yeah.
Like, even if you've never played the game, everyone kind of knows the intro.
Yeah, no, the intro is iconic.
Yeah, I got through this, guys. Hold the button down. Hold the button down and spam Metal Blade. So Mega Man 2
Yeah,
was
no,
actually
I chose the game with the Metal Blade a lot when I played it.
It does allow for that. Mega Man 2 was actually possibly the first video game I ever played. Like, it was either that or an Atari game, because we had... growing up, my dad had an Atari and my older brother had an NES. But I remember when I was like 3 or 4 maybe, like very, very little, my brother was playing Mega Man 2 and he had one of those big old chonky turbo pads and he said, okay, see this button? This is the shoot button. When I tell you to, I want you to hit this button as quickly and as often as you can. So I was his turbo button.
That's funny.
So the one thing about being an only child, I never had a sibling to turn into a turbo button.
Little siblings are astonishingly useful. I was the youngest in my family, but I got
I'm the
talked
oldest.
into some interesting things.
Old as my
The
family.
juxtaposition of the one who got talked into everything and the one who talked everyone into everything.
Yeah, I very much did do that with my brothers, yes.
My brother and I did not get along very well, like at all. The only time we got along was when we were generally getting up to stuff we shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if I've told this story before, but we invented the single greatest game known to mankind, categorically, indoor baseball.
I remember you mentioning that actually.
Yeah, we already talked about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm very fond of that. Very fond of that memory. And how long we got away with it too is pretty startling.
Wow. It's crazy.
Yeah, my brother and I do well now though. Like when we were adults and got some space, we ended up being pretty good friends.
Doing what? I didn't hear it. Cut out.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying that we didn't get along, but once we were adults and we got some space, we ended up being really good friends.
That typically tends to happen, yeah.
Living together when you don't necessarily want to be can make people a little bit testy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how many siblings do you have, Cece?
2 younger siblings.
That's right. I'm trying to... Do you have a sister, Zero? Do you have any other siblings?
No. Or if I do their step siblings in that live somewhere else.
I suddenly had a really big family about 8 years ago because my adoptive family tracked me down. And it turns out my parents stayed together and had 2 other kids. So very suddenly I had way more family and tons of cousins, aunts, uncles. Just snap of the fingers like that.
Now I'm wishing that I had the energy converter that's in later games.
Would be useful, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Dan, I get to tell people. Yeah, Dan, I get to tell people I have 2 moms, and then realize how that sounds, and have to clarify.
I'm sure most people would assume that when you say 2 moms, you mean I have a biological and a stepmom. That's what I automatically go to.
What's nice is they all get along. We all melded pretty well.
Nice.
Yeah, man, that's very lucky. Damn.
Yeah, no, I literally could write, like Oprah or something with my story. It was kind of fairy tale. And it's one of the only things Facebook's been a good influence for, because it's how they track me down.
Well,
Nice, man. I'm actually really happy about that. I'm glad you got kind of a happy ending.
Me too. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my adopted family, but it was nice to learn a bit about myself and connect. When they first contacted me, I actually thought it was a scam. Until they sent photos. Until they sent photos, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, definitely. These are definitely my relatives. I have a sister who looks a ton like me, except she's, like, actually relatively pretty. But, like, we have really similar, like, identical hair and kind of similar facial structure in some ways. It's really weird because when I met, my parents, like, genetics is wild, like, because I never met these people, right? But I was sitting across the table when we were meeting them, and we shared mannerisms. Not just like looks, but like actual like tiny habits.
wow.
Genetics is weird.
It is.
Definitely, yeah.
Zero just punched that room to death.
Yeah. You know, sometimes I've wondered what it would be like if I had a sister, because I just have brothers.
It'd probably be the same as having brothers, except she has a double X chromosome as opposed to a Y chromosome.
Probably.
It makes fights worse though, because brothers are rough, sisters are mean when it gets bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be like Mean Girl.
Stop trying to make fetch a thing, bro.
Trying to see if I can destroy both. There we go.
This is the guts tank level, isn't it? Dan says, "Tell you what, I got some stories about my sister."
Yeah, like how she simped for fucking Sasuke Uchiha.
That is a story. It is a story.
Now this is a story all about how my sister made regrettable decisions.
Oh boy.
That's the other risk about siblings. They have all the dirt on you. They know your cringiest stuff.
Yeah. That is still true, yes.
I swear, if you ever meet her and say that aloud, I would spill scalding hot coffee on your lap.
Do it. Weakling. I'll still talk even while my legs are being dissolved by coffee.
He's already had the loan sharks from his Smash Bros. Losses break every bone in his legs, and you know, sensation's already a little compromised.
Yeah, they took all of my toes, man. You can't hurt me in a way that matters anymore.
New meaning, the boiled spotted dick.
Goddamn.
Oh, you killed the guts tank so fast. I love how goofy it is.
Yeah. Again, freaking Wily's
thing.
because Wily is completely obsessed with Gutsman, like unhealthily obsessed.
Well,
Freaking the final boss.
Why Gutsman? Why specifically Gutsman?
Don't know. He likes that ass. Da-na!
Must.
It's Gutsman's ass. Da-na!
I don't know if I like that one better or Pharaoh Man is awesome.
Pharaoh Man just straight up punching Mega Man.
Yeah, he's like, gets everybody, now I got your power, and everyone's like, oh no, he got my power! And then like he does it to Pharaoh Man, and Pharaoh Man just punches him in the face instead of doing anything else.
And then freaking Mega Man rockets freaking Pharaoh Man to the moon. We never see him again.
I mean, Pharaoh Man is objectively a cool design.
Yeah.
I like Pharaoh Man a lot.
I actually quite like all the Toxic robots. Like Brightman doesn't goes even further than Flashman. Like doesn't just have like a shiny head. He's just got a big ass light bulb on his head.
So mate,
I'm
the
here.
Robot Masters are also so goofy, aren't they?
Yep.
There are a lot of silly ones.
They're all kind of a little goofy.
I'm here to light up your lives.
My nephew's favorite is Snake Man.
Yeah. The man's neat.
I like that in Battle Network they actually made him a snake. They just didn't even bother with the man part.
Yeah, they have basically a snake with like a cobra with arms coming out of an urn. Real pain in the rear to fight. Might have to show it off. Might have to show him off at one point. I just have to borrow my sister's Mega Man Battle Network and Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection.
I keep wanting to get the Zero collection.
I have the old Zero collection for the DS.
Yeah, I do too.
nice. Those are good games. I think I like the X series a tiny bit better, but I still like them a lot.
I've never beat the Zero games before. They're too hard.
Yeah, Mega Man's one of those games where a lot of people who play, it's like, oh yeah, I played that, but I didn't beat it.
Yep.
A lot of that.
You have to have a very special set of skills to beat a Mega Man game.
Only Liam Neeson can do that.
Dang it, I jumped too early.
Oh no. How unfortunate. And now I'm suddenly remembering random Five Nights at Freddy's bullshit. That franchise will never leave my head, apparently.
Which franchise?
When it gets muted. Five Nights at Freddy's. I didn't realize Kit was muted when Kit get muted. For his stream link.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
It's using the chat.
Mom's dog popped in. I'm gonna mute because this video game takes her shit.
Okay.
Oh, good grief. I don't know how corgis can be so loud.
They can be. They're little
Fudge.
energetic nuggets.
Yeah, he'll go at like 150 miles per hour and then just flop on the floor, like suddenly.
Yeah, dogs are crazy.
I had to take him to the vet today while he's here. They like him there, but apparently he's really, really big for a corgi. The technician there calls him Corgzilla.
Corgzilla. There you go. There's your baby.
Yeah, sure, video can work.
Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah. You wanna know what's an awesome corgi? One that can control a steampunk armor suit.
Yeah?
I do like that one.
From Bloodstained 2.
Yeah.
So Aiden, you know King from House Pets?
Here it is.
Did I cut out? I got some audio artifacting.
No, I don't hear Aiden at all.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was me or him. So I heard I heard some fuzz for a minute.
But yeah, here it is.
The boo beam trap.
Can you all hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
That's weird.
Zero, I promise you, I will not think less of you in the slightest if you use the rewind on this one.
That fudge.
I mean, I will, but like, I already did. Bubbles, get up here. Quit glaring at me from down on the floor. There you go. See how hard was that? You weird little thing. You, Andrew's sister.
Aiden, you know the King from House Pets, the corgi?
Yeah. He's like my favorite
So-
character.
He's fantastic. So I joined Discord around 2.5 years ago, like right when I got out of the hospital, because like I couldn't like get around at all, and
Right.
started socializing. and you just meet people in the weirdest ways, because now one of my closest Discord friends, we bonded because, like, we both thought King had a nice ass.
I know who you're talking about, I think.
So,
Yeah.
So, Corgi Butt, bringing people together.
Yeah. Can't do anything better to bring people together, frankly.
King definitely got a good glow up when he got turned into a corgi.
The old abracadabra insta-cake spell.
Actually, what I really should do.
But I actually love this corgi. I love my mom's corgi. He's it's a breed I've like literally never interacted with until we got him.
I've never actually interacted with the corgi either. Oh,
Funny little things.
Sure seems to be.
Although Teddy and King are rather different. Teddy universally loves everybody.
Yeah. Oh, as far as you know, Teddy has never been a human.
As far as I know.
As far as you know.
I mean, if he was a human, he's so good-natured he should run for president.
I mean, he'd be a better president than you know who.
Yeah,
But
Voldemort
really,
sucked.
any of the ones
I would-
we've had in the past few decades, really, it's a low bar to cross.
We think that Teddy might have been mildly abused before we got him, because he was a little bit shy. He'd kind of flinch now and then, and he didn't really know, like, cuddling. That kind of puzzled him at first. But once he got used to us, he's just the sweetest dog.
Bubbles,
I like
why is
dogs.
your paw on
Whoops.
my arm?
That's the wrong one. There it is.
Do you know we're talking about dogs and that's making you jealous? When do you need to talk about dogs? I'm right here. I'm literally a dog in cat form.
Why on earth did they make the air shooter work really well against the mech, but really poorly against Sniper Joe?
I don't know. This is a good question.
Yeah, cats are fun. Like, when people ask if I'm a dog or a cat person, I just sort of like, they're both just different flavors of chaos I enjoy.
Yeah.
Oh, come on!
I kind of wish I could have a cat, but I can't, so I'm allergic.
That's a bummer.
Ah!
Okay, so I know you can never go to my house because it's literally covered in cat hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about that. Don't you glare at me.
I'm just
I
gonna
had
die.
I had a buddy who was fostering a bunch of cats at once, and I said, if I come over, is there cat hair on everything? And he's like, no, I clean immaculately. I make sure that everything's great. You're not gonna see any cat hair at all. And like, first thing when I get there, I set down my backpack and hop onto his couch and immediately realize I've sat in a giant pile of cat puke.
Oh no. Clean immaculately, huh?
Wow.
I'm like, I think I'll take the hair.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm usually on top of a cat puke. It's the hair that's usually the problem.
Teddy sheds a lot because he's got a recessive gene that they literally call the fluffy gene.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Makes his coat way shaggier and way fluffier than most corgis.
Curse these recessive genes. No, seriously, they're fluffy and everything.
Man goes
Man,
full
come on,
liquid
fluffy
snake.
I want Fluffy Jeans, man.
Liquid corgi. You got all the dominant genes, while I got all the recessive genes. Bravo. I live on in this. That franchise, man, it was such a good mechanically franchise, story-wise, but it's just a fucking trip.
It's kind of a mess, but like it's provocative at times, and then just like bang your head against a brick wall trying to understand it at other times.
Yeah. You go from, how the fuck is this man have a electrical current through his body that's strong enough that he can shoot bullets out of his hands? To, that is actually a very poignant story. I felt so bad for the boss and for Naked Snake. I see how he becomes Big Boss in later titles.
I think the second one has the most thought-provoking story with the ending. Like, holy crap, that ending.
And then there's Revengeance.
Revengeance is my favorite game because it finally kind of just does away with the bullshit and says, yep, it's just insane. It's just insane.
It's also responsible for my favorite meme that I used so much that I was prohibited from using it more than once a week in political Discord channels.
Nanomachine Son?
No,
that's a nice argument, Senator, but why don't you back it up with a source? My source is I made it the fuck up.
I made it the fuck up.
Like, one of my favorite audio clips of all time.
I won't lie.
Really funny one.
Senator Armstrong has my vote. Every time.
Yeah, I may have overused it, because, like, when people would say really dumb things on the political Discord channels, I'd post that, and they're like, okay, you can only do that once a week now.
He spammed that in the Salty chat and the HC server.
Dude, we got into a real situation a few months back, because Greg had, who, by all accounts, as best we could tell, was a full-blown Nazi furry join.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I remember that.
And
Yeah.
that was a thing.
Yeah.
He had like arguments that would make Tucker Carlson sound reasonable.
Wow.
Who was it?
So unfortunately, it was a guy. He had like the best username ever. It was Midnight Marauder, MURR.
Okay, so not the person I'm thinking of.
Even Jonas, the wonderfully mellow, geeky raccoon artist from Roo Crew, popped in to tell this guy he was an idiot.
Yeah.
Damn, if you even got Jonas fucking telling you you're an idiot, you gotta reevaluate.
Yeah, when you're able to piss off the sweetest people, you know you probably messed up.
Yeah.
I don't think that person had high enough brain capacity to figure that out.
Wait.
You almost got this 0.
I have enough for one more shot.
Smart enough to rest it. Fucked up.
You can do that jump without the... Oh, never mind, that works.
There.
I don't think that specific person was at all smart enough to realize they fucked up.
No, it's just sad, because when someone like that gets yeeted from a server, you would hope they would, like, think about why it is that they stirred up so much trouble and, like, deeply offended people. But a lot of times it's just like, ooh, see, it's intolerant, and I can't express my beliefs. It's just this intolerant group. And so they just dig themselves in.
Hey everyone, it's time for everyone's favorite thing about a Mega Man game.
Boss rush,
The boss
baby!
rush.
Boss rush.
Boss rush.
So actually, unironically, this is my favorite part of every Mega Man game. I actually keep save states of every robot capsule room when I want to just do the bosses.
Nerd.
Oh, that coming from you, huh? Guy who could tell me like what Ultraman had for breakfast 12 Thursdays ago.
You cut out and hear. Cut out. Couldn't hear you.
I was to say this from the guy who could tell me what Ultraman had for breakfast 12 Thursdays ago.
Which one?
I love that you asked because you might actually know. He's getting in the zone.
Yeah, man's doing it.
There.
Man's busting out the song and everything.
Yeah, the song that's about a person who can't beat Airman.
Yeah, it's literally called I Can't Defeat Airman.
Eyaman got Palestine.
Gesundheit.
But that's really what the song is called. In the
Ah,
language it was written in.
shit.
It's called Eyaman got Palestine.
Oh no, did you blow? Oh no.
I hit the wrong one.
Oh no, Quickman's gonna be real fun now. Oh, sorry, dude.
I just beat Airman just fine. I don't know why I couldn't beat Airman.
Airman's kind of tough, but his exaggerated reputation.
Mm.
Quickman's the real menace of this game.
Quick man.
Yeah, I got most Quickman kind of tough. I think. Was he? I don't remember. It's been a really long time.
He's really tricky, because not only does he move really fast, his projectiles are incredibly hard to get out of the way of, and he does a pretty good amount of damage if he actually runs into you.
And he also and in difficult mode, he deflects metal blades. Here he is.
Oh jeez. Oh no.
Yeah, he does the Dragon Ball thing where you throw everything you've got at him and he just like flicks it aside and laughs at you.
This isn't even my final form!
You got this, man.
Ah!
Yeah.
Did that
next time,
count?
man.
Oh.
The freeze is
Oh, at the same time. We go together, brother. We go together.
Brother. Let's use a different one.
Man, can they like please stop trying to bring Frieza back all the time? Like
Oh,
seriously?
you mean in Dragon Ball? Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Especially now that they've kind of almost Vegeta him.
Yeah. I don't like that. Why would
Like
you try to redeem Space Hitler?
They broke Frieza.
Why?
Meat's all warm. The ice cream's ruined.
I'm sure I hit friggin' difficult mode.
Yeah, Metal Man is super weak to his own weapon.
Funny. Very funny. I wonder exactly why the metal blade was so imbalanced in this game.
It's hard to say with a lot of old. It's hard to say because a lot of old games. Sorry, man. With a lot of old games, you've got like the question of was this intentional or a total glitch.
Yeah, there's a lot of games with that going on. Yeah.
I think my favorite cobbled together game
There!
of semi-functional glitches is the original Pokemon games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I wish
Yeah.
Mulder was here because he could tell you all the kind of funky shit about the original Pokemon game.
It's not a Game Freak game. It's not held together with string and duct and tape.
It's not a gameplay game unless it's held together with bit, duct tape, and broken.
This guy you just unload on. Don't even worry about yourself.
Ah!
Do you have any E-tanks left?
No.
Oh, bummer.
Oh no.
At least this Wily machine isn't as silly looking. I mean, it's still pretty silly, but it's less silly than Megaman 1.
Find a video. Find Dr. Wily.
My cat was abandoned.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
I think you have to Mega Bust to... Oh, speaking of Pokemon, GC just posted another thing from Pal World. I am getting really interested in how that game is shaping up.
Yeah, me
I don't know
too.
what that is.
I always thought Pokemon needed guns.
So,
Yeah,
I've
you
always
know,
wanted-
is this about Pokemon with guns now?
it's called
Yeah.
Pal
Is this
World.
one,
It's
one episode that didn't air in the United States because guy pulls a gun on Ash?
Not just one guy, an entire bar full of people drew on Ash. Several of them had like shotguns.
Well,
not today, Team Rocket. Not today.
Well, actually, Team Rocket has stuck them up with guns prior. That's why there was those trigger. That's why the trigger figures were so itchy.
No, Pal World is... It's like a Pokemon meets third-person shooter. And you can weaken them by, like, sending your own Pokemon at them. Oh, where did I cut? You can...
beginning of it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it's like Pokemon meets a third-person shooter. You can just like unload on them to weaken them. Although my favorite clip is when somebody picks up like some little fire-breathing fox thing and like literally aims it at the other guy and it just starts shooting fire.
It's basically all that shit. You can also enslave Pokemon.
To do menial labor.
Yeah. Which is what I'm gonna do. If I get that game, that is basically what
I mean, it beats the road Joker takes when he catches the Lopunny.
Yep.
Leaf Shield is actually his weakness.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, that seems to be working okay too. The problem is the little funnels actually knock it away, so that's kind of annoying.
Yeah. Speaking of Woodman,
He's had too much one day.
Bell, are you
honestly-
meowing at me? What's going on?
But honestly, Pal World's graphics are really impressive, even though it's a really fairly small team, which kind of makes Game Freak's performance lately even more cringy.
Yeah.
yeah, Game Freak has no excuse for their quality of game.
Dinner time. Be right back.
Aren't
Yeah.
you later? Love you.
Enjoy.
Like, Pokemon is literally the world's most profitable media franchise. Not Star Wars, not Marvel, Pokemon. they can afford it.
Yep. Well, they can also, by that logic, afford to kind of make shit games because they'll make up the profit margins in other avenues.
I think Game Freak and Nintendo both know that Pokemon's just a money printing machine no matter what.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'll admit it. I buy them. I criticize it, but like I still kind of love the franchise.
All Game Freak has to do is put out a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game, and I'll buy it.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon was a really interesting series.
It was. It's my favorite of the Pokemon franchise.
I just wonder who like pitched that. They're like, okay, Pokemon Isekai.
I'm sure that was literally the entire pitch
Yeah,
meeting.
the problem with
Pokemon Isekai.
I'm sorry, but the problem I have with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and probably why I haven't followed up on it after the first one is because I accidentally killed my teammate. I didn't know I didn't know that was ever a thing, and I got so pissed off that after I beat the game, I just left it behind. I left the Mystery Dungeon. Yeah.
Thankfully, that is something in the first game, but in the other games, your partner becomes kind of an unkillable NPC. So in the other games, you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, okay. They actually fixed that. Because I actually taught the Pokemon that I ended up transforming into was I think it was a Cubone. And I taught my learned what was it? Ice Beam, because it made it look like that I was casting Ice Beam from the bone staff I had.
Nice.
So I looked like a wizard.
I think becoming a Cubone was kind of a precursor to the tragedy you were going to experience.
I'm trying to remember what I was in the first game.
I think in the first game I was a Charmander, and then in the second game I was what was that in the second game? Like
I want to say I was a Riolu or a Torchic.
And then in the
There we
third
go.
game I was maybe.
You were solid Snivy.
Yep.
Solid
Well,
Snivy.
Snivy is
Good old-
my favorite starter.
Good old
and
Smugleaf.
one of my favorite Pokemons in the entire franchise. Like my dream team, my starter is always a Snivy.
I'm kind of nervous if they're gonna make a black and white remake because I'm really fond of like the story and some of the things there.
Me too. Black and White is my favorite of the mainline titles. For all the weird shit in that game, it's my favorite.
Oh yeah, I mean there's some design choices that make you wonder, but I think it's a really good game.
Yep.
It's time to fight
But I don't want
Dr.
them-
Wily for real. Let's
love this.
fight. What? He's an alien? Oh
They
no!
handle this in the comics so well.
Dr. Wily's an alien.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
They handle this.
Ah, dang it. I already lost a lot of health going through the tunnel, so of course that I was gonna die there.
Yeah, those little drippity drops hurt a lot.
The drippity drops.
And they just don't stop.
And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. They don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. They don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming.
I'm frankly a little jealous.
Of what?
They just don't stop coming.
He got it. The Dan says, man, that alien throwing fecal matter at you. You just gonna take that? We don't need a final boss theme. The regular one will do. The trick with this one I've found is just always kind of try to keep moving. Oh, lovely. You got an ad.
Wow.
Delicious,
Wow.
delicious ad. Let's, such a delicious ad. Goodbye.
Yeah, good on you.
I'm happy that I don't have to go back to doing anything else.
Kitty.
Okay, so who do you think is weirder? Alien Wily, or some of the stuff
hold on.
Sigma turns into?
Sigma.
Yeah, X4 Sigma, if I recall, is quite trippy. So, Aiden, how many keys do you have?
I have 2. I have Belle and Bubbles. But my
Okay.
family has they recently kind of adopted a gray calico. So there's a story behind that. My grandmother for years had a calico cat that was just the meanest cat ever. It only liked my grandmother and no one else. And we called her Callie because my family is incredibly original.
Oh yeah, that's a
I'm
nice reason.
back.
And after Callie died, my nana, got a little depressed because she loved that cat and that cat loved her. Well, recently a stray cat has been at my grandmother's house, a young stray cat that is also a calico, and she's colored kind of the same as Callie. And we started calling her Callie Tutu. Well, it turns out Callie Tutu may very well be pregnant. And she might have just had her kittens, so my parents are trying to get the kittens so we can get their shots, let them wean off mom, and then hopefully sell them at some later date.
Stands to reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to die a game over. Because the only weapon that can hurt him is Bubble Lead. By the way, after I'm done with this, I'm gonna have to immediately head out because I'm gonna be going to a liquidation grocery store to get fresh veg.
Get some fresh fruit and veg.
Yeah.
That's good to have.
They also have they basically sell anything. Ah, dang it. They basically sell anything that couldn't be sold in the stores.
Yeah, I've heard of those.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Part of me is thinking it's a good idea just to die because I took like 3 hits from the frickin' lava.
Hey, I'm getting a call I gotta take. I may have to leave for a minute.
Alright, man.
Be back if I can. See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.
And then there were two.
I was gonna say, did CC have to leave too?
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
don't remember?
Oh yeah, I had to go and get dinner. Okay.
But speaking of, I'm probably gonna have to do that in a bit too, because I'm starving.
Yeah, same here, honestly. As soon as I beat Wily, I'm gonna have to... As soon as I beat Wily and go through the credits, I'm gonna have to head out.
Well, this was a fun stream anyway.
Yeah.
We're gonna get through Megaman 2.
Ah. How many lives do I have left? Just gonna die a game over because if I don't have... So that I can recharge, Bubble Lead. That'll save about easily a good, like, 5-10 minutes.
Alright, man. I'm gonna go ahead and head out.
Yeah, I'm sorry you couldn't see the ending.
It's alright. It's a Mega Man game. I can guess what the ending is. But I'll talk to you later, my guy.
Yeah, let's see ya. There we go. That is the end. It was a hologram. I'm sorry no one else was here to see it. But maybe CC was eating right now. Yeah, Dad, you're here. Whoa. We were here! Sorry, Dan. But we were here! Beating Mega Man 2. With a very somber ending, to be honest. Right into Mega Valhalla, shiny and chrome. Right into Valhalla, man. I don't think we ever had a freaking... I'm trying to remember if there was a Viking-themed, Robot Master. The closest thing would probably be Centaur Man. Metal Man, created by Masanori Sato. Airman, Yoji Kazazawa. No idea. Because we have like 9 more original Mega Man games, not including the Game Boy ones. And I'm pretty sure these are all like, from this point on, they're all like contest winners. Like create your own, Robot Master contests. I was gonna say, according to the storyline of this, taking place in between this and... Dr. Light must be mad about that. But yeah, as I was saying though, according to the storyline, it's Super Adventure Rockman that takes place in between 2 and 3. Where Dr. Wily discovers, like, Ramu. And he also discovers, like, Shadow Man, who is, like, a servant of Ramu. And they do the stuff that happens in Super Adventure Rockman, and basically uses that as an excuse to basically be pardoned of a lot of his crimes. And then the events of Mega Man 3 happen. Congrats, save the world from a guy whose super weapon is holographic cosplay. So he's... Now, if only Rockman was actually into rock music. But yeah, this is gonna about do it for the stream this time around. This is gonna do it for the stream this time around. I have to quickly head to the grocery store to gather up more material. And then also, I have to make dinner before we all start playing and watching Ultraman Blazar. You all have a nice day. By the way, feel free to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Or follow, because I don't have a subscription thing. Thank you all. I hope you all enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you all next time. Because unfortunately, I have to head out right now. Be safe. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and do a quick raid. You okay?
Yeah. I like how I'm literally getting backwards as you're wrapping up.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to go quickly to the grocery store before anything else.
Fair.
So, I have a question though. If you're watching on stream right
Yeah.
now, who else are you subscribed to that you would like me to raid?
Literally nobody who is live right now. Nobody else I follow is live right now.
But
Not a single other person.
Okay. Ow, this is loud.
So,
Okay. I have my target.
target lock on. Lock on. Range your arms.
Let's
Hanamichi. Oh, Teji.
Yep. Let's target Ray.
Well, we were raiding.
Ray.
Where did Kit go, by the way?
I'm trying to remember. I don't know. You have a nice night, all right?
Too.